So preparation is key to making the summit work. You need to first provide Marcus Evans with a list of the people you'd like to see there. They're not going to be able to get all of them, but they're going to make an effort to get people. You also could follow up with those people. Oftentimes you may not even tell them that you recommended Marcus Evans. You're just talking to them and they go, oh yeah, these guys contacted me about a conference. Oh yeah, that's a pretty cool conference, you should go. So that's very important. You need to look people up in LinkedIn. You need to understand their backgrounds, and you need to have at least 2 or 3 points you can talk to them. Oh, I understand you work for a Catholic institution, or hey, you went to school in Ohio. Hey, I see, you went to Marquette University. Something to make a human contact. You should probably have 3 of those for every person. In addition to that, you can look at their company. Sit there and understand, especially if it's a public company or something like that, look up their website and look up the company. You want to be able to say, oh, I understand you guys had a merger. Or I understand you guys recently upsized, downsized. How's that new product line coming? People want to understand that you've invested time into knowing them and knowing their company, maybe a little bit about the industry if it happens to come to play. So just like the preparation, some of the best conducting of the one-on-ones is what you do outside of the one-on-ones. Did I sit with the guy at breakfast? Did I talk to him at the coffee station? What do I know about him? Or I sat in a presentation and I heard a question he asked, or I saw his reaction towards something that was said, or I saw the room laugh about something. Now when he sits down with me, I can refer back to, gosh, that presenter said that costs were going up 20% in healthcare. Is that affecting you guys? If it's something the room reacted to, that person's going to have an opinion. I want to hear their opinion, I want to respond to their opinion, and I want to understand them without just directly selling. Your one-on-one time is very long. You'll have plenty of time. Do not start off with, hi, what's your pain point? I can solve that. Here's my pitch. Here's my pitch. Here's my pitch. If the person across from you is sitting there going, yes, 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 they're really saying, I want to be out of here. I'm done with this. No. You want to engage with them. You want to make them laugh. If the person's not laughing or smiling, if they do not have an emotional cue every 5 minutes, you're not connecting. Tell a joke. Say something about yourself. Ask them something about themselves. Whatever it is to create an emotional connection. These people are going through a lot of meetings and they're hearing a lot of information. You need to be distinctive as a human being. And they're going to remember something funny you said, or something interesting, or this is the person that went wakeboarding. I have learned so many different things about these people here because I have the time. Everything you do to prepare for the one-on-one. And then when you get into the one-on-one, take it easy, take it slow. Understand the person, etc. Most of them are going to come in with a thought pattern of, geez, I'm not sure I need this, or I don't know, or etc. You want to feed them understanding about you than you do just trying to get to the yes or no. So networking opportunities, you have to be able to go to somebody cold and say, how are you? Hey, you like this coffee? At this event, somebody said the coffee's fantastic. I've talked to more people about the tea bags, these little triangular tea bags. So I've talked to people about anything that is not, I want to sell you something. You want it. Those networking opportunities are for you to get to know them as a person, for you to say something that doesn't just make you, I'm trying to sell them. You need to have a follow-up prepared in that one-on-one. I'm going to give somebody a free evaluation, and oftentimes it's not going to be coordinated through the person I'm sitting across from. Most of the times I'll have a sample email that'll say, look, I'd like to send you this email. It thanks you for the show, this, that, and the other. And it CCs the person who you're going to tell me can coordinate my visit to do an on-site class, a free assessment, whatever that follow-up is going to be. You want to have that set up so that that person can say, well, it's really my assistant, or it's really somebody else. Awesome. I'd like to send you an email, and I'd like to copy your assistant so she knows we talked, and so she knows that we're going to set up a follow-up, and etc. Can we do this? If worse comes to worse and they say, well, then I'll send you the email. Can you please forward it to her? Okay? That way it's all taken care of. It's got to be prepackaged. You've got to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and you've got to have that person have the easy ability to say, okay, yeah, that sounds good. For CFO, I will do my prep. I will make sure that it's there. I do something very interesting. I bring customers. So my customers come to the show. My customers participate. So what happens is I'm talking to somebody and they say, oh yeah, I talked to this person from ADM, okay, and they blah, blah, blah. And I go, oh yeah, Julie, I know her, she's my customer. My customers, now you can talk to Marcus Evans about this, my customers do panel presentations. So at the next Marcus Evans, I'm gonna have 3 customers on a panel who are not gonna be pitching what I sell, who are not gonna be talking about me. They're gonna be talking about the extraordinary things they've done and the good things that have happened. Later on, I will be talking to somebody and I'll say, what did you think about what Ron set up on stage? Oh, that was really amazing the way, would you like to meet with him? Ron happens to be one of my clients. We've been working together for a while. I'd be happy for you to talk to him. Okay. That is a way of not saying, this is what I do, and I think you should go talk to this person. They're asking me to go talk to Ron. Yeah, I'd be very happy for you to go talk to Ron. Okay? And so this whole thing is about selling, the active activity of making the sale happen. If we're looking at a funnel, this is about taking somebody from the top of the funnel to the bottom of the funnel. My goal is to meet with somebody 7 times during this show. Somebody who I'm really interested in, I'll accidentally bump into them at lunch, I'll accidentally bump into them at dinner, I will talk to them after the sessions, go to every single session. The one-on-ones are fantastic, okay, but they're only a small part. You're gonna spend 20 hours with that person and 20 minutes in a one-on-one. You need to take advantage of those other 19 hours. You need to see the things that they're seeing, you need to interact with them, you need to ask them questions, you need to learn about them, you need to do all of that to make it happen. And if you have your references on site, if they can talk to a neutral third party or to one of your customers on site, that builds a lot of trust. If they can see that you care about the industry and you're asking good questions, that builds credibility. Right? If they can meet you at the networking break and you're talking, that builds authenticity. When you're trying to build all of these things down your funnel, you can do those all here in 2.5 days. But you can't do them by accident. And if all you plan, I talk to people who say, oh, I know exactly what we're doing in our 20 minutes. What are you doing for the other 19 hours? You need to have a plan for what you're doing for those 19 hours, and being on the phone, talking to your office, not sitting there is not in the cards. This is a working show. This is a working sales show to be able to get things through. So every 7 in the morning to 10 at night, you're working. You do that, you'll have success. Most of my largest clients have come from Marcus Evans. I have captured things that I would not have been able to capture outside of Marcus Evans. Right? There's no reason a company my size should be servicing a Fortune 50 company, and I found them here at Marcus Evans. A top bank, a top insurance company. Got them all here. But you have to work it. It's not magic.